Alright, let's move to this side of the room. So we got Cookie Cat, little dolphin thing, this adorable Gravity Falls print that I picked up at a con. Again, I'll put the artist in the description. This awesome Avengers poster that I actually won at a carnival. Now down here, so if you follow me on Tumblr, you've probably seen these. Back when the 50th anniversary was going on for Doctor Who, that was the year I got really into the series and really into the franchise, and I decided to challenge myself by doing these little clay polymer figures of every single incarnation of the Doctor at the time. And that's what all these are. Some of them stand better than others. And I actually have, I don't know if you can see, I have a little other 11, the 11th Doctor, in his first outfit because 11 is my favorite, but he stays in the TARDIS. He stays in the little Funko Pop TARDIS. And all put together in this little pose as an homage to the end of Day of the Doctor. And yes, before I get comments about this, I know Jodie Whittaker is not here. That's because I haven't made her yet. I'm sorry. I just haven't had the chance to yet, but I will. You know, chances are, if I do an updated tour when I move out of here, next time you see this, she will probably be there. Over here, we got this cool looking Lion King lithograph. Up here is another community print. I love this print of Troy and Abed in the morning. I'd link the artist, but I don't know if they have any left, so I'll just link to their art blog. Cool poster of the Young Frankenstein musical. That's pretty sweet. And over here, oh boy, okay, this has a story. So, when I was at a con, I started a conversation with someone who was a former comic book artist. You know, so he said hi, we got to talking for a while, and this was back when I was working on the Frankenstein adaptation retrospective, and I briefly mentioned it because we were talking about books. So I left to check out the rest of the con floor, came back a few minutes later, and suddenly he hands this to me. This little sketch of Frankenstein's monster that he was doing while I was gone, and he was like, here. Like, he just gave this to me. This isn't a commission. I didn't pay for this. Just had a 10-minute conversation with me, drew this picture, and just gave it to me. And it's really cool. I'm not going to say his name just in case he doesn't want me to, but if for some bizarre chance he's watching this and he's cool with it, then I'll link something of his in the description below. But anyway, that's enough story time. Let's move on to more posters, because there's a lot in here. Okay, this cool little photo print of Jeremy Brett and David Burke in one of these Sherlock Holmes episodes. I think this is from The Final Problem, and, you know, I think I've mentioned Jeremy Brett is my favorite Sherlock Holmes. This little talisman thing that I got when I saw Aladdin on Broadway. It's pretty cool. Keychain of Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go from the same artist who did the buttons back there. So again, link in the description. Another Digimon poster. Back to the Future print. Again, got this at a con. Same artist who did the stickers a few minutes ago, so link down below. This awesome, cute little Pokemon poster from a magazine called Beckett Pokemon Collector. They went out years ago, but I used to be fully subscribed to this, and this is just, it came out with one of the magazines, this cute little thing of second-gen Pokemon in a treehouse, and it's cute. Zero plush, Narwhal plush, this picture that my oldest and bestest friend gave to me for my birthday one year of us, but again, post it's there just in case, because I'm not quite ready to show my face yet. And I'm not sure if she'd be cool with it either, so, you know, you can keep the mystery for a little longer. And underneath the photo is my entire DS and 3DS collection. It's mostly Pokemon and Professor Layton, but, you know, feel free to judge how you like. I shouldn't say that's the whole thing, because I've got some extras in this, which is this cool little game holder for DS games. And what's cool about it is, let's see if I can find a way to show you. It's reversible. So this is a pretty cool little trinket. I think I just got this from a Japanese shop a long time ago. So yeah, pretty cool. Little quote from the greatest poet of all time, Maud Pie. This, I showed you guys my full set of Top Cat Tinykins, but this one's cool because it's still got the little set diorama that usually comes in the box with it. So this is another one of my favorite pieces, and the paint job's way better too. Little Sebastian plush. This awesome Doctor Strange Q-Fig that I was looking for forever. I think it's a Loot Crate exclusive, and I was finally able to find it at a local toy shop. Now over here, heck yeah. This is my nearly complete Gravity Falls Funko Pop collection. So we got Stan, who's currently vaulted, Dipper Pines, the Hot Topic exclusive Mabel Corn Mabel, which is also really hard to find, and the Hot Topic exclusive Waddles. Now if you follow Funko, you know Waddles came out like a few weeks ago, and I just said that I stopped opening my pops so I could pack them better, but Waddles is really small, so it just made more sense to take him out of the box. And it just made sense because Mabel needs her favorite pig with her. I couldn't keep them separate for too long. Now I know it's barely complete. You may be wondering why I don't have Bill. I didn't like how Bill came out. I thought it looked kind of dumb. And also, I'd much rather have him ominously floating above the Pines family. Is he dead? Is he still around? Is he in Stan's mind? Probably not. He's probably gone. But yeah, this is, again, from Jazzwares. Discontinued. It came with Stan, so I decided to have him ominously watching the Pines family. And hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy. It's awesome. More Digimon figures. This awesome figure of Kendo Garurumon, again, from Digimon Frontier. Alright, middle shelf. We got this little handmade Iago I made back when I first saw Aladdin, which I didn't see until I was like 19. But I really like this because I really love Iago. He's one of my favorite characters. And it's a little sloppy, but I liked how it turned out. Mewtwo X figure came with a trading box set. The only amiibo I own, surprisingly, is this awesome looking Lucario. And this is an awesome looking Blaziken figure that I picked up at Nintendo World back when it was the Pokemon Center, when Blaziken was still one of the very few Gen 3 Pokemon we knew about. So this was like, it was like 2003, I want to say. But again, this is still one of my coolest and rarest pieces in my collection. And it knocked over the Power Ponies. Little Frankenstein Mystery Mini, Stitch Push Puppet, which is pretty cool. The Fall Convention Supergirl pop figure, which you probably saw back in my Christmas haul, which it's so great. It's so great to have it. Another unique Pokemon piece. I got a lot of these because, again, for me, collectibles, the more unique the better, and I really love collecting Pokemon. This is actually a music box. I'm not going to try to play it right now, but I also picked this up at that Japanese hobby shop I've mentioned a couple of times years ago, from like when I was like 12, and I've actually managed to take surprisingly good care of it. It's not chipped, it's not dusty or anything, and also really hard to find. So over here, we're keeping up a little hero corner here. We've got my Power Ponies Mystery Minis, the ones I managed to get anyway. And the little pint-sized heroes, we got Killmonger and T'Challa, the Black Panther. And I don't know how well you can see, but underneath this, we've got this cool cyber mat from Doctor Who. Some rubber Pokeballs, which are pretty cool. And the scroll that came with Bill Cipher, that's just sitting there, probably not as out in the open as it should be because it's really hard to find, but, whatever. We've also got on each side, let me bring these closer. Also got the little charms from the Gravity Falls Wayfaring Strangers fanzine. I just keep those out like that. And no, I never got the little hook on the C-stands. I never did, because I couldn't figure out how to get it through the loop. Somehow I managed it with that one, but this one, it just wasn't happening. And before I go down the next shelf, in case you're wondering, earlier I said I got the idea of using spice wraps from Lamar Wilson's video. This is the actual one in his video. This is the one he recommended. It's from the Container Store. I will try to link it if anyone's interested, but you can also check out Lamar's Disney Infinity and Amiibo collection videos if you want to find out where to get these, because they are good quality. They're a little expensive, but they're way cheaper than risers would be, so definitely check that out. This is you saw a quick glimpse of this in my Christmas haul video. These are my Pokemon plushes. Pokemon plushes are my favorite thing Pokemon to collect because there's so many of so many varying styles. But this is not all of them. This is just the best of the best. I've got a whole box in the closet because I just ran out of room. So eventually I had to pick and choose. So this shelf here, yeah, I don't know how well, you probably can't see all of them, and I'm not going to go through every single one. These are all the starter Pokemon and their evolutions. So you see you got Charmander and Charizard in the front right there, and I think you can see Emboar back there. I really like the Emboar plush. And down here, you've got all of my legendary Pokemon, including the newest edition, Darkrai, right here. Now, usually this is neater, but because I had to rearrange things, and then I found out I was going to have to pack all this up, I didn't bother organizing it properly. And we got some bigger Pokemon plushies from all sorts of eras. Some are very old, some are very new, and some are very rare, like this giant Lucario plush I have. Now, I got this at Nintendo World when I went to the premiere of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And this was the only thing I managed to get, but it was a great find because this is an amazing plush, very good quality, and I hardly ever see it around. I hardly ever see it on eBay, so I don't know how rare this was or what, or if it was maybe just for that day or to promote the movie at the time, but still, on to the most important section, the entertainment section. So let's start up here. This is a little keychain from when The Producers was on Broadway that I managed to get, because again, The Producers is my favorite musical, so I had a phase of trying to get as much merch from that thing as I could. And up here is the Mythical Pokemon event poster from Pokemon Day in 2016, celebrating the 20th anniversary, so, you know, that's pretty cool. Now here, oh yeah, okay, so this shelf is for the best and my most favorite plushies in my whole collection. Not just Pokemon, although a good chunk of it is Pokemon. Now here, oh man, this was a grail for so long. I wanted this for so long. But the Banpresto Poochyena plush, I don't even remember when this came out, but you know, Poochyena isn't a Pokemon owned by one of the main characters, so there's not a lot of merchandise of him, but Poochyena is one of my favorite Pokemon, Poochyena Mightyena, second only to Bulbasaur, and I wanted this so bad. But it was always like triple-digit figures, it was really hard to get it. And then it went down considerably, I don't know why, and there was a good deal on one of them, and my mom got it for me for Christmas last year. And it was last year's Christmas was a great year, but this might top all of it. Because this is something I've wanted since I was like 12 years old, and it's mine, it's on my shelf, and you get to look at him all the time, he's so cute. The rest might pale in comparison, but we'll keep going. This is a Pikachu cosplaying as Lugia, because Lugia is my favorite legendary, I had to get that. And oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so this is a crochet plush of Dr. Hooves as the 11th Doctor. Now, I would try to link the artist here. Problem is, their store goes in and out of activity every now and then. For right now, they don't seem to be active. But if they are, I will put it, because I love this artist. They didn't just do 11, they did a bunch of incarnations of the Doctor. And I wanted to do more, but they sadly disappeared. But this is one of my favorite plushes ever because I got this way back when I first got into Dr. Hooves. And I actually had this right by my side when I saw Day of the Doctor for the first time. So it's adorable and I love it so much. Now over here, God, again, Christmas present from my mom because she's the best. And this was back when I was showing her Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. You know, we were like halfway through book 2. And I showed her this because I wanted to show her how cool it was. And I didn't ask for it for Christmas or anything, but then she just got it for me. And this was right next to me as we kept finishing the series over the last several weeks. And this is one of the best made plushies I have. This thing is beautiful. It's half the reason I bought the shelf. Because I didn't want Appa sitting on the floor or something with the other plushes. I wanted somewhere special for him. Over here, technically one of my first pieces of My Little Pony merchandise, this little handmade Derpy plushie. This I will link Etsy because I think they're still active, and it's very cute. She has her little derped eyes, and it's adorable. This Mimikyu, which won't stand up, plush that I got back when the Pokemon Center first stocked them in. So this went out of stock in like a day. Like an hour after I bought mine, they sold out, and they sold out for a while. So I was very fortunate to get this. And here, okay, only thing like a top Poochyena is this little guy. This is a plush of, it's technically May's Bulbasaur from the advanced generation. You can tell because she's got the little hearts as her spots. You guys know Bulbasaur is my favorite Pokemon. So this is probably one of the rarest and best plushes of Bulbasaur as far as I'm concerned. And again, it was a tough find and it eluded my grasp a couple of times, but after a couple hunts, I finally managed to get it. And it's probably the prize piece of my Pokemon plush collection. Alright, moving on from Pokemon, let's check out the TV area. Now yes, I've got my seasons of TV shows just towered next to my TV. It's the best setup I've got right now. I'm hoping to come up with something better, but for now, this is the best I can do. I'm not going to go through all of my TV shows or whatever. That's maybe another time, but not now. Yes, there's more behind here, but right here, we've got something really special. These are hand-painted, full art Pokemon cards given to me by my friend Pines when I first met her when I was on vacation. Because you know when you make friends on the internet, sometimes they live really far away, but this was actually a plausible distance. So I got in touch with her, we managed to meet up, and the first thing she did when I met her after all this time was give me these amazing hand-painted Pokemon cards. Now I love these things. I've seen people do these online, and they always look incredible. So this was just icing on the cake of what was an amazing meeting. And again, in the middle is a selfie of us, but again, not gonna show faces. So you get to wander in the mystery a little bit, and little Stan Pines crab sticker, because why not? Alright, okay, I said we were moving away from Pokemon plushes. I didn't say we were moving away from Pokemon. Over here, after I got these framed, I wanted to try something else. So, these are my top 3 favorite Pokemon cards, and my favorite Pokemon cards made for each of them. We got one of my absolutely favorite Pokemon cards. I think I showed this off in a video before. The Japanese exclusive McDonald's promo Bulbasaur. You can see he's making the M, the golden arches with his vines, and it's incredible. This was also an early Christmas present. Mightyena EX from Holland Phantoms. This took me forever to find, and it's the only EX of Mightyena, so I was so happy to finally grab this. And the full art Lugia EX from Ancient Origins. Again, took me forever to find for a good price. I even opened a bunch of Ancient Origins packs trying to get it, and I never did. Now down here, we got some pins. These are all from the Shining Legends set. These are the code cards that they did for the 20th anniversary that GameStop gave out. I've got all of them right there. I got really into the Pokemon 20th anniversary stuff, as you could see from my Mythical Collection pin set. Now, I'm not a completionist when it comes to collecting. I just get what I want, and I don't bother about getting whole sets. But this one, this I couldn't resist. This was like a challenge for me. I managed to get all the boxes. It took a really long time, especially with Shame in there, because for some reason, it's rarer than all the others. But I managed to do it. And while it does look very nice, it was also very agonizing and expensive, and I'll probably never do it again. But you might notice that they're resting on something special, so let's see what that is. Right here we've got this really cool recreated set of the original Kanto Gym League badges. So not much to say, except that I probably paid more for these than I probably should have, but you know what? I'm an adult, so I've got my own money to spend, and I could do it however I want. There's my TV. It's pretty small, but it gets the job done. And, you know, I have Pops, I have Pokemon cards, so sure, I have Tsum Tsums. Why not? We've got the New York City Disney Store exclusive Minnie Mouse dressed as Statue of Liberty, Beast, Rocket, that was actually a gift, Stitch, Jumba, Doc Hudson, this is actually one of my favorites, and another New York City Disney Store exclusive with Mickey Mouse in the generic I Heart New York t-shirt. Got my Blu-ray player, my Wii, which I can't quite use at the moment because I think my Wiimote is broken, but you know, I'll fix that when I get to it. Other tower of season sets of TV shows, again, probably going to come up with a better system. And my CDs, because I'm 50. What can I say? I prefer physical media. I prefer having something that you can just hold in your hands and grab whenever you want and play whenever you want. And yeah, maybe some people like doing that with their phone. But me, I like doing it with old-fashioned CDs, most of which are soundtracks. And again, I'm not gonna go through all these. If you guys want, maybe another time, but I don't think it'd be particularly interesting. There's a little puppy, my Pokemon deck box that I actually keep Pokemon cards in until I'm ready to transfer them to the binders, which we'll get to in a minute. This box from the My Little Pony trading card collection that featured Discord, so of course I had to get it because I love Discord. And inside is just a bunch of like necklaces and pins and stuff. Gravity Falls poster that I finally managed to get as a way to represent my favorite show because I love Gravity Falls. This little drawing that I did that I printed out of me and my top 6 favorite Pokemon that you probably saw at the end of all of my Pokemon videos if you've seen any of those. And up here, more fun stuff. This is fun. Okay. We got this little sketch card of Gizmo Duck from DuckTales 2017 that I had commissioned at a convention by an artist named SP Cartoons, and I bring that up because he has a YouTube channel, so I'll put it in the description below. Subscribe to him, check out his stuff. Over here we've got a print of from Dr. Hooves and Assistant by, I think this was done by Jitterbug Jive himself, but don't quote me on that. At the very least, it was bought on his Etsy that is run by him and many other artists from Dr. Hooves and Assistant. And I wanted Dr. Hooves and Assistant art prints forever. I wanted something to represent this series for so long. So as soon as I saw these, I had to grab some. And you saw this in the Christmas haul. This is a little drawing of me in the festive season with the little Christmas Santa hat that my friend Pines did for me as a gift. And it's just, I can't. Oh, let's move on. I can't. Alright, over here. This is pretty cool. So we got this amazing art print of Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I think this is depicting one of the end credit scenes. But this was done by a Disney artist named James Mulligan. I don't know if he's affiliated with the company, but most of his art is focused around Disney. And you can see right there that it's personalized to me because I met him in a con. And he does great stuff. I hope to see him again this year because I would love to buy more of his art. Now, down here, we got more little collectibles. Let's see what we got here. We got plushes of Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. We got more foam Pokeballs, this time with Luxury Ball. I really like this one. And here are some of my favorite Pokemon figures. We've got this Mighty Anna figure based on the old Pokemon trading figure game. I think it's a knockoff because it has Bayleaf's moves on it. But you know what? They don't make Mighty Anna merchandise that looks this cool. So of one of my favorite Pokemon that never gets any merchandise, I'll buy the knockoffs. This little cute little rollaway Bulbasaur from back in the day, I think Hasbro made these, which is very cute. This is so cool. This is a figure of Mewtwo in that really badass armor he was in the first movie when he was working for Team Rocket. This is, it's incredible. I love it so much. And just a random Tomy figure. Tomy made this? I think Tomy made this. Of Lugia. It's kind of a shoddy paint job and all, but you know what? I wanted some way to represent Lugia up there, and that's all I had. Alright, down here, back to Pops. We've got the Iron Man Mark 50, I think? Yeah, Mark 50. From Avengers Infinity War. The summer convention exclusive, the Mark 1 Iron Man from the Marvel Studios 10th anniversary line. This I thought I wasn't going to get, but I managed to. And I try not to buy pop figures of multiples of the same character. I try to have only one per character. But with Iron Man, Tony's my favorite Avenger, so I made an exception here. And they're such different things. Like, you could see the evolution of Iron Man between these two figures. So that's kind of why I have it. It's kind of poetic. Then we got the 11th Doctor as Mr. Clever from the episode Nightmare in Silver. And K9. K9 was my rarest and most valuable pop for a while. And then, like, some of the Gravity Falls stuff. And I think Secret Squirrel got vaulted. So we went down a bit, but actually, my dad pressured me into getting this when I was at GameStop once, so I had to thank him for that, because this turned out to be really hard to find afterwards. Little pocket pop of Discord, and this little turtle made out of shells. It's cute, I don't know. We got, I think this might have been my first pop, but don't quote me on that. The Hot Topic exclusive Sherlock from the BBC show Sherlock, with the skull that even has pop eyes. I love that. This really cool, let me move this out of the way. This really cool movie theater figure. I don't remember who makes this. And of course, we got Top Cat. All inside this really cool, just weird little display piece thing that I found at a tag sale. Now these are the Toys R Us exclusive Sonic the Hedgehog figures, and it's Super Sonic, Super Shadow, and Super Silver, and these are worth a lot. Like a freaking lot. But that used to be the thing with Toys R Us exclusives, is that if you didn't buy them in store, second market was ridiculous. Obviously that's not the case anymore, Toys R Us, rest in peace, but this was one of my most sought after pieces. And it does come with all 7 Chaos Emeralds, but I just keep them with one each that I think look really cool next to them. And again, some of my favorite pieces in my entire collection because they're so rare and so hard to find, and they're just so cool looking. Like, I think these are the only figures of Super Shadow and Super Silver that exist, which is crazy. And they're from the Jazzwares line, by the way, just in case anyone's curious, which is why they're weirdly bendy and posable and kind of hard to stand, but, you know, you make do. Over here, this is another cool one. We got the Funko vinyl figure of Princess Luna, which again, I bought for retail, but has gone up exponentially in price. Like, in box, this is like over $100, but I'd probably never sell it because Luna's my favorite princess, and and it took us forever to get decent merchandise of Luna, and they finally did, so that's amazing. This is cute. This is from the new romantic couple, I don't remember that's what it's called, line that Funko did of vinyl figures. So we got Belle and the Beast, that's very cute, and they're right next to what I call the Enchanted Rose. It's this little glass rose that I got a long time ago, and it used to light up. The batteries are dead. I'm going to work on replacing those. And yeah, I wanted a little Beauty and the Beast thing to go next to it for a while, and now I do. And this cool figure of Cerberus, I just got this at a hobby shop in New York City, like when I was 11 years old. I don't remember what it is. It's probably long since gone, and I don't even remember what this is for. I just thought it looked cool. We got the Hot Topic exclusive Flock Stitch. Again, I love Flock Pops. I love Stitch. And again, this was one of my first. It was either this or Sherlock. That was my first, but I think it was Sherlock. More Digimon figures! We've got Burning Greymon from Digimon Frontier, and Metal Garurumon from the OG series. And these are really cute. We've got these Pikachu Gashapon figures from Japan, celebrating the 20th Pokemon movie, Pokemon I Choose You, and it's Pikachu in all of Ash's different hats throughout the generations. I managed to get the whole set, and it's just a great way to celebrate the legacy of the anime. Over here, we got this random shrine thing. It's supposed to go to a fish tank. I bought it at a pet store a long time ago. But it's weirdly well made for something that's supposed to be at the bottom of a fish tank. And down here, more Digimon. So remember earlier I showed you the pictures of the Digimon Sovereigns? Because I was really into mythology when I got into Digimon, I got really attached to the legacy of the Digimon Sovereigns. So underneath, since they're supposed to be representative of the spirits of Kyoto, I believe, they sit right underneath the temple, and we got all of them here. Baihumon was a recent addition. The rest I had in my regular collection, but Baihumon took me a while to find. Alright, that's the last big collectible section, but there's still a bit more to go. We've got my bookshelf. I'm not going to go too in deep into this, but whatever you can read, feel free to judge my collection. Some standouts are, of course, my Sherlock Holmes complete series collection. What I've got so far, Pokemon Adventure, I want to get more, but there just isn't space for it at the moment. And all of the Sonic the Hedgehog comics that I have, all the graphic novels. Again, I mentioned this in the Christmas haul, I think, but I'm trying to get all of them, and this is what I've got so far. Also, we've got this cute little plush of Wally, and up here we've got Eva. And actually, these were carnival prizes, which is amazing because they're surprisingly well made. Like, Eve's got joints in her to get her to move around, and Wally, like, is also pretty sturdy too. They're surprisingly well made for carnival prizes, which is more like I say for Shadow here. It looks really weird, but I love Shadow, so I keep him. And we got my sonic screwdriver collection. Here's some, and there's the rest of them. And again, don't have all of them, but I'm working on it. Alright, down here, more Pokemon plushes. In the front, we've got all of the evolutions. I got Pokédolls of all of them. Some you might be able to see better than others. The space is getting tight. And up here, just various ones that I like. Over here are all of my common Pokemon cards, like common, uncommon, and rares, and regular holos and stuff. Anything like EXs and promos and much, much rarer cards. I've got a whole other binder for that, which maybe if I'm looking for video ideas, I'll give you a tour of my rare binder collection one of these days. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing some of my Pokemon cards, because I'd like to do a video on that. And there's really no reason to show you this, but this has been part of my room since I was a little kid. It's Wolfie! Wolfie was a carnival prize when I was like 8 years old, maybe. It might have been younger. Okay, we've got the platypus I got recently. It's a little plushie of Baby Groot that my sister bought me once when I wasn't feeling well. And we've got this amazing plush of Poplio that took me way too long to find. And he's wearing these 3D glasses that I got when I saw the Avengers in IMAX when they re-released it for the 10th anniversary. Down here, this is like, I think this is the last clay figure you're gonna see, is this one I made of Appa back when I was really getting into Avatar. And I know the proportions are weird, but this is probably my favorite of the ones that I've made, because I thought it came out pretty cute. But of my favorites, there's this! I'm pretty sure I've never shown this in a video, but it's me. Again, this was made by my good buddy Pines, who made the sketch card up there, and it's just too freaking cute for words. Look at me, I'm adorable! And this little bust of Iron Man that I bought at a Dollar Tree. Now, all of them rest on this new media shelf that I managed to get. But again, not gonna go too deep into this, maybe another time, but these are my main DVDs and Blu-rays. You could try to pause or something if you want, but I might go deeper into this another time. If you're thinking like there's movies I really like that are missing on here, some are DVDs that are put to the side because I'm trying to sell them so I can upgrade to Blu-ray, and some are in my general family collection. This is just my personal collection. And anything that might be really old might be in this. I used to not keep my DVDs in the case, because like it just wasn't possible for storage purposes, so I used to keep it in one of those, and there's a bunch still in there. Down here is just like a little video game shelf. We've got this little pixel pal of the Flash. Usually lights up, but again, oh wait, hey, lit up! Look at that, that's pretty cool. And we've got my Nintendo DS inside of my Palkia and Dialga Nintendo DS case, little Terrarium Bulbasaur I showed you guys recently, and my 2DS. And because it was too special to keep with the regular shows, I've got my complete series Gravity Falls Blu-ray set. I needed that to be on its own because it's too special to me. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these, but these are a bunch of programs from all of the Broadway shows that I've seen and a couple of concerts. So what are the few standouts I can show you? We got Young Frankenstein. We got Aladdin, I saw that recently. We got Nice Work If You Can Get It, really underrated jukebox musical. Alright, that was easy. Alright, final stretch here. We've got this Pleakley plush from Lilo and Stitch, which is amazing because they don't make Pleakley merchandise, and they really should. They got the Audrey 2 plush you guys have seen, this plush of Knuckles that I got at Spencer's a long time ago, more movies. We got this big plush of Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. We got this giant, I don't know why I have this giant canvas print of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I don't know. You think it'd be hung up, but where are you gonna hang it up in here? Like, show me the wall space where I can hang this. And what better way could we end this than with a giant poster from the Pokemon 10th Anniversary Collection Edition Pokedex book that depicts every single Pokemon out at the time. So that is my room in excruciating detail. I don't know how long this is going to come out to be. It's probably going to be split into 2 parts, but this was just something I would like to do because I like watching room tours, and I thought maybe you guys would get a kick out of seeing my environment. And hopefully, once I get settled into the new place, I'll have an even cooler setup, and I will update you guys depending on how well this video does. If you had a good time reminiscing about this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, you know, if you managed to watch all the way through, if you did, thank you so much. I gotta pack all this now. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.